One more thing for my list of accomplishments.
The Council made the right call.
Anything is better than relying on Joko.
Or granting you awareness? I see. But what brought you all the way here from Alona? Would it be possible to get
Ah, Commander. A little bird told me you and your friends went on a pilgrimage to the Mists. I am pleased and a little surprised to see that you survived the journey. What can I do for you?
We're combing the desert in search of something.
You're in luck. I have loads of something. You're welcome to peruse it at your leisure. This is the part where you clarify your statement and tell me what you're actually looking for.
What do you know about the Riverlands? Are there any peculiarities I should know about?
Well, there's a lot of history in those parts. Kind of history that attracts treasure hunters. Occasionally, one would pass through the Grand Sahil on their way south, eyes alight with visions of gold and glory.
Did they find anything?
Don't know, I'm afraid. But I know someone who might. A Dermond Priory scholar stationed out that way. Name of Gluck. If anybody can point you in the right direction, it'd be him. Good luck.
If you're lost, I may need you.
Please, any roads to find run like a demon. Send them to Ultra. Buying me time to get you away to safety. She died.
All right. Now where do I start? Maybe
The followers of Ascension are constantly seeking different methods to reach Ascension. Follower Zune and his golem collect forgotten glyphs in hopes of decoding their secrets. Follower Dawn Wind fights to clear Augury Rock of the Branded in an effort to further her legend. And follower Adisa searches for slivers of Vlast for follower Lucius Anvilblade to weaponize. At Augury's Shadow are several other Tyrians who have come to seek Ascension. West of there is the first camp, where you'll find followers that were here before the Tyrians arrived. Far to the south are refugees.
I'm looking for a Priory scholar named Glock. I'm told he knows a great deal about the region. Know where I can find him?
Glock's hyper-intelligent, but absent-minded. Tends to lose himself in his work, and there's plenty to do about it. Let me see your map, and I'll point you to him. And do be safe.
I'm looking for a Priory scholar named Glock. I'm told he knows a great deal about the region. Know where I can find him?
Glock's hyper-intelligent, but absent-minded. Tends to lose himself in his work.
Please clarify. Is that...
You there! You don't look busy. I require your assistance.
And I require yours. I'm scouring the Riverlands for a place of special significance. It might be related to Vlast. Anything come to mind?
Well, that's awfully rude. Cutting right to the chase, huh? Your chase, I mean.
If you'd like my help, some information might put me in the mood.
My experience with such matters is strictly scholarly. I've got better things to do than chase myths. So, no. Try Augury's Shadow. Someone there might be able to help.
Augury's Shadow. I'll check it out. Thanks.
Wait. I gave you information. Now, what about my client?
It'll have to wait. Perhaps I'll see you later.
Oh, I hate this place.
I'm scouring the Riverlands for something. A place of special significance, possibly related to Vlast. Any ideas?
Sorry. I just arrived, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But it does sound interesting. Good luck.
Breathe. You can't keep a good man down. Where am I?
You must like pain.
Don't you dare sneak up on me like that! You can get yourself killed doing that in a place like this. I'm far more dangerous than I look, you know. I'm sorry, this place has me a bit on edge.
I'll wear a bell next time. You're with the Priory, aren't you? I need information.
Concerning...
I'm searching the desert for something.
I need more?
A place of special significance, possibly related to the Dragon Vlast.
You're not working with much, are you? These lands are rich with history, so that could be any number of... Wait, Vlast, you said?
Yes. Anything come to mind?
Well, since my arrival, I've heard mention here and there of an ancient lost city somewhere in the Riverlands. A hub of forgotten activity. Or it was before the fall, anyway. Supposedly, Vlast was born there. If you're looking for... how'd you put it? A place of special significance? The lost city certainly fits the bill.
Sounds like you know a lot about it. Any idea where I can find it?
No idea. Hence, heard mention here and there. All I've gathered on the topic is rumor and conjecture.
A lost city. That must be what we're looking for. I'd better check with the locals. Excuse me, I have another question for you. Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
A lost city? Can't help you. But if you find it and dangerous things live there, let me know, and I'll come running.
Excuse me, I have another question for you. Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
There are all kinds of curiosities in this region. Lost city? Sure, why not? Wouldn't surprise me anyway. But beyond that, no, nothing specific. Ask around Augury's Shadow.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Hey, hey!
Nord showing signs of lay enhancement. Go get him. Have you seen any glimmering scales in your sojourns? I'm collecting slivers of Vlast from the Branded.
I'm afraid not. But I had a question for you. Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
Lost city? Only rumors. Supposedly there was once a grand city somewhere in the region. Vlast's birthplace.
Any idea where it's supposed to be?
I'm afraid not. But folks in the camp west of here might know more.
Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
Slow down!
Only lost city I know of is where Vlast was born. The Forgotten City. According to legend, it was reclaimed by the desert.
Any idea where it's supposed to be?
Not specifically, but I ran into a couple of treasure hunters looking for it not too long ago.
How do you do?
Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
Lost City. Nothing comes to mind immediately, but I'm hardly an expert. You should ask Nyala. She's in the tent just over there, tending to the children.
Good to meet you.
Eat my dust!
Greetings, Wayfarer. Have you come to join us in the search for Ascension?
Maybe later. For now, I need information. Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
What about the Forgotten City? The Forgotten were really interesting. They took care of Last since he was born.
Sounds like you know a lot about it. Any idea where I can find it?
What about the river folk? Suppose they might know?
Oh, yeah! Go ask the river folk.
You'll find them south of here, settled along the riverbank. They'll know more about the story.
Joko sent me.
Go ahead. Hit. That is armored up.
Excuse me. Do you have business with Elder Muriel?
I'm searching the Riverlands for something important. I've been canvassing the area in search of information.
She does love visitors. But you should know something. Muriel's very old, and her answers are not always clear. Please be patient with her. And try to speak up. Her hearing isn't what it used to be.
Something you need, Wayfarer?
Do you know anything about a lost city located somewhere in the Riverlands?
Only in stories. Supposedly it was where Vlast was born, but it's long gone now.
What happened to the city?
Joko happened. When he redirected the river to lay claim to this region, he ravaged the entire desert. Those stretches of quicksand are his
Gather
doing,
around.
as was the sinking of the city.
With help,
According to legend.
Abella has made the North Passage secure. Keep hope alive. The next Oasis camp is not far. If we get separated, remember the code. Walk in shadow. Follow the moon to Amnoon. Going forth, you will be defectors.
And
so
who
watch
are
out
you?
for the Mordant Crescent.
I don't know
The
your
Crescent mainly
face,
hunt for sun
but I
seers.
like it.
But meeting one is bad
thanks.
news no matter who you
I'm
are.
sorry to disturb you, but I was hoping I could ask you a question. Do you know anything about a lost city
All right,
located
let's
somewhere
go.
in the Riverlands?
A city swallowed whole by the desert itself. Kesho. Yes.
Kesho.
Coming.
Is that the name of the city?
City?
Let no
No,
deserter
a
live.
nursery, where the forgotten toiled, where Vlast's eyes first opened, where Glint gave us our legacy.
I need to find Kesho, Elder Muriel. Can you tell me where it is?
A terrible journey across terrible lands, beyond the sinking dunes.
I see. Thank you. Kesho, Vlast's birthplace. Now I just have to find it. Excuse me. I'm in need of information. I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho? You mean... Oh, wait, Kesho. I know who you're talking about.
No, Kesho's a place.
I met him at a crew mixer some years ago, if memory serves. Short fellow, yes? Loud, reeking of solvent.
Please, stop talking.
And the most hideous laughter I've ever heard.
Thanks. I'm walking away now.
You'll be doing that one for days.
I don't have enough energy.
Ah, new arrival. Come to help the followers of Ascension? We could use a pair of hands like yours.
Maybe later. For now, I need information. I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Ah, Kesho. That's the name of the place. The lost city where Vlast is from. I knew I'd heard that somewhere before. But that's about all I know. Check in with follower Adisa.
Excuse me, I have another question for you. I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho. I've heard that name before. Don't remember the particulars, but I recall a nursery rhyme that invoked the name. picked it up from one of the elders. It was about pilgrims journeying to the Riverlands to seek the Forgotten. They'd follow the river to get there. They'd travel north from the Bend for a spell before turning west. But that's all I can remember.
To help. Lucius said I had to keep out of trouble. I know. You could
Excuse me,
help me gather
I have
evidence.
another
I'm
question.
sure that would be okay.
I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho. Never heard of it. But Nyala might know something. Worth a shot at least. Good luck.
Excuse me, I have another question for you. I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Prepare yourself. I know. Any skills from the song Elder Muriel used to sing to us when she visited.
Oh, that's right. I don't recall how it went. Do you?
Flame trap,
something, Kesho, something, sunk into the sea of sand. Wait, no, that's not right. It doesn't rhyme.
It doesn't have to.
But if I remember anything else, I'll let you know.
I appreciate that. Thank you both.
Yeah!
Good work, kids. You are now ascended.
Next time, I'll be Little Tom, the Axe Warrior.
Deal, but only if I get to be Menlo the monk.
Excuse me, I have another question for you. I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho.
I require your assistance.
What do you know about it?
Kesho. Why does that name sound so familiar to me? I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you then.
They were here for supplies. They sure didn't get much.
It really seemed in a hurry. Wonder what was going on.
I feel sorry for whatever got them.
He's a big, scary Forgotten.
I'm not scared.
Excuse me, I have another question for you. I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho. Oh, Kesho. Yeah, that's the place.
Go on.
These treasure hunters I ran into not long ago, they were looking for a lost city. I'd forgotten the name until you said it. It was definitely Kesho.
Did they find it? Where were they headed?
Toward the wastes. They needed a way to get past all the quicksand. I suggested they hit up the skimmer camp. No idea what happened to them or if they ever found it. I never saw them again.
Secret of Ascension is in this battle. The second one is half price. Ascend with a friend.
I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho. What do you know about it?
Kesho? It's been a while since anybody's asked me about Kesho. How'd you come across that name?
With great difficulty, I promise you. What can you tell me about it?
You're different from the others. Maybe you are after something more than riches and glory. If Kesho truly exists, you'll find it to the northwest of here, where it was claimed by the desert. If you head that way, you'll want to bring your skimmer along. Otherwise, the desert will claim you too.
I'm searching for a lost city called Kesho.
Hopefully we're far enough north to avoid the awakening.
Kesho? Where have I heard that name before?
Whatever happened to that adventurer we ran into last year? Wasn't he looking for some kind of lost city?
Oh, that's right. That was the fellow. He swore up and down he'd found a legendary lost city. And he asked us to join his search for a cut of the treasure.
What happened to him? Where did he go?
See the fissure to the north? He ventured into the caves beneath it, and that was the last we saw of him.
Did anyone go with him?
With so many branded in the area, we know better than that.
Shame the adventurer didn't.
Forgotten statues. And they seem to be guarding that pit.
Hello?
Hello? Commander, are you talking to me? Your signal's really strong. How'd you do that?
I jumped into a deep pit.
Good job! Wherever you are must be on a ley line nexus.
Listen, I found something. A lost city called Kesho. It's buried, so I could use your help finding my way around.
Buried city? Really? Oh, crud, I wish I was there. Describe what you see. Everything, in detail.
There's sand drifts and debris everywhere. And pedestals like the ones in Tarir, with exalted sentries floating on them. Here's something that could be a console, but it looks dead.
Huh. Probably needs a power source. Look around for a crystal or anything bright and shiny.
Something about this exalted. It's moving, so it's alive, but it's not responding to my presence.
Wait, not responding? Poke it with something. No, wait. Don't. That's poor research etiquette. Well, maybe just a light poke? Ugh, wanna be there.
I know the Exalted in Tarir use these pedestals to sleep and recharge. But this is different. This is more like living death. And they have this red glow.
They're glowy red Exalted? Ugh, I want you to poke it so bad.
I'm not going to poke the Exalt. Found a glowing crystal. And a dead body.
Hope the crystal's not what killed the body. Only one way to find out. Pick it up.
I already did.
Great! If you're still alive, try plugging it into the console.
Okay, the power's on.
What was that noise?
A door just opened. There's another Exalted inside. Not red like the others. Looks dormant, but...
No! Did Balthazar send you a Joko? I will defend this sacred ground with my life!
Wait, I'm a friend.
We don't like Balthazar either. The commander's on a mission to stop him. Bast is the only clue we've got.
What have you done? The pedestals are reviving the forged!
The glowy red ones are forged? Good thing you didn't poke them.
You claim to owe Balthazar no allegiance. Prove yourself. Destroy his creations.
Balthazar's the reason I'm here. He's working to kill Kralkatorrik, and we're trying to stop him.
I wish you'd come sooner. Balthazar was here recently with that wretched Lich Joko.
Apparently, I'm the chosen champion and protector of Glint's second scion, Aurene.
If you've been entrusted with the role of the Scion's protector, then it would be my honor to assist you. I am Sadazi. Welcome to Kesho. What you see is what's left of the Forgotten's first attempt to pacify the Elder Dragons. It failed. This site was abandoned, but a few of us remained as its caretakers.
Why were Balthazar and Joko here?
They came seeking the forgotten magics that imbue battle armor with living spirits, the same that created the Exalted. They quickly discovered they could use those magics to create these abominations, the horrors they call Forged. The Red Exalted you fought were the results of their early experiments on us, left behind as mindless sentries. In the chaos, I sealed myself in that chamber to avoid the fate of the others.
That was smart. Now you can help us make sure Balthazar doesn't succeed.
Balthazar thought he destroyed the information you seek, but the sentries he left behind were actually protecting it.
What do you mean?
The pedestals!
Your invisible friend is correct. I can reveal the secrets contained in any pedestal you choose.
Glint was the key. She was perfect for our purposes. A scion of an elder dragon, and a crystal dragon herself, with a mind of her own. We did our work well. Glint actively rejected Kralkatorrik, and she brought forth more scions to join our cause.
That was Jasso Escher, one of the Legacy's main architects. Sadly, he was lost in the attempt to convert Kralkatorrik.
Wait, convert Kralkatorrik?
Yes. The Forgotten dared to try, but the hunger of Elder Dragons is too strong. It proved a tragic failure. More of your questions can be answered by consulting the other pedestals.
most important lesson an Exalted must learn is, though Elder Dragons are unimaginably powerful, they can be killed. Each has a distinct flaw. Mordramoth, for example, dominates thought, but its most powerful asset, its mind, is also its greatest liability. Kralkatorrik's unique strength, its power to crystallize objects, is also its singular weakness. Its creations share a fundamental resonance that connects them back to the Crystal Dragon and makes them vulnerable to each other.
A fundamental resonance that makes them vulnerable. Whoa, so that's why Balthazar was after Vlast. He needed a scion of Glint to kill Kralkatorrik. But Blast's gone now, so that means... Wait, there's one thing I don't understand. If Glint and the Forgotten knew what killing an Elder Dragon would do to Tyria, why would they rear Vlast and Aurene?
The answer is locked behind that door. If you're done with the pedestals, we can proceed.
Supposed to be my home, but it's more of a cage or a tomb. I prefer the open sky. I feel trapped here. This place reminds me that I cannot act, no matter how eager I am. Not until the full legacy is ready.
That's Vlast.
We encouraged him to record his thoughts for reference and posterity. He didn't contribute often, and was never glad to do it.
I believe it! He sounds super frustrated in wrestling. Like a genius progeny suffering through Intro to Golomancy.
I can't stand it any longer. The constant talk of duty and destiny, the force and reverence, it disgusts me, enrages me. My exalted attendants are durable, but still mortal, insignificant. They quake with fear at the slightest angry hiss. I have a job to do, and the power to do it. They can't help me. Why do they pretend they can?
Sadly, Vlast matured in isolation. We didn't know how to socialize him properly until it was too late. By the time we realized Vlast needed to bond with mortal races as Glint had, he no longer could, or cared to.
From my list of accomplishments.
Others tell me I must wait. That before the real work begins, the whole legacy must ripen and mature. I am ready now. Kralkatorrik continues to grow in power, and my mother's death stands unavenged. I am my mother's son. I will wait. I will serve the glorious purpose she and the Forgotten set for me. Though the snakes and their golden servants speak as though it is their purpose, and Glint merely lent it her name. So in her name, I will act. Until the full legacy is ready, I will contain Kralkatorrik and cull its branded horn.
The door isn't responding. It must have been damaged during Joko and Balthazar's attack.
You're in luck because Commander is good at smashing things.
Please, step inside.
Eat my dust!
The millennia-long Elder Dragon cycle is one of feast and famine. Ravenous they rise, sated they sleep. Glint and the Forgotten set out to break this cycle of extremes and to restore true balance. But when two Elder Dragons were unexpectedly eliminated from the cycle at one time, Netherlands created a void. A void that caused the system to break down and the collapse to begin. Was that Glint's legacy would stabilize the cycle. We theorize these vacancies must be filled with entities that circulate and share magic rather than hoard it. Only then will the balance of magic truly become stable. Only then will Glint's legacy achieve its ultimate purpose.
The Scions of Glint are more important than we thought. Balthazar only sees them as a means to gaining power, but they could be instrumental in restoring the natural balance.
If you are, in fact, the true protector of Glint's legacy, then it's up to you to stop Balthazar from taking her. But know that he will let nothing deter him from his goal of killing the Crystal Dragon.
Taimi, get a message to Rytlock, Canuck, and Casimir. There's a spire south of the skimmer camp, tall enough for Keel's airship to moor. Tell them to meet me there.
Commander, you must leave, now. I can feel the Forged approaching. If you are able to find Kesho, then I failed to adequately conceal the entrance. I must close the entrance forever. This portal will allow you to return safely to the surface.
But what about you?
I will keep my pledge to protect this sacred place with my life. I am at peace. Farewell, Commander.
I achieve things. I'm an achiever.
Huh.